Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will learn about how to quit e-cigarettes. Now let's get into the video. Your vaping habit may have started innocently enough. Maybe you started vaping to help you quit smoking. Or maybe you were curious after watching your friends vape. Regardless of your reasons for starting, you probably find yourself in a situation where you want or need to quit. But like most things, saying you'll quit is much easier than doing so. In fact, research shows that vaping is a highly addictive habit and a hard one to break. One study found that e-cigarettes can be as much 2 times more addictive than smoking traditional cigarettes. Plus, those who start vaping before they are 25 are particularly at risk for developing an addiction, especially because using products that contain nicotine or other harmful substances can harm the developing brain and impact learning, memory, and attention. Regardless of your reasons for wanting to quit, knowing what is motivating you will help strengthen your resolve when the cravings hit and you're struggling not to sneak a quick hit off your vape pen. Here are some other ideas to help you build a quit plan that works for you. Identify your triggers. The first step to quitting vaping is knowing why you vape in the first place. For instance, is vaping controlling your life, ruining your health, and impacting your relationships? Knowing your triggers, such as certain people, places, or feelings, can help you recognize what or who to avoid in the early stages of trying to quit. Identifying the role vaping plays in your life gives you some insight into areas you might need to address. A huge part of quitting is addressing and replacing that role with healthier habits. Get professional help. Quitting vaping can be scary, especially if you're not sure how to begin. Plus, you will be more successful at quitting if you take advantage of the resources that are available to you. For instance, there are a number of online and in-person cessation groups that are designed to help and support people like you who are trying to quit vaping. Avoid backtracking to cigarettes. If you're like many vapers, you may have started vaping in order to quit smoking, only to realize that vaping is a worse habit. But don't make the mistake of going back to cigarettes. This is simply replacing one addiction with another. It's best to view any type of smoking or vaping as an addiction and refrain from using them. Make use of tools. Some people consider nicotine replacement therapy a form of cheating, but some doctors feel that when used appropriately, these aids are useful in the beginning stages of quitting. Talk to your doctor about whether or not nicotine replacement therapy is right for you. Likewise, there are a number of other tools available to help you quit. For instance, you can download the Quit Start app, which is a smartphone app with tailored tips, inspiration, and challenges. Journal your frustrations. When you are struggling with cravings or the temptation to vape, it can help to have an outlet for your feelings. For this reason, many people have found that journaling is an effective way to channel or release their frustrations, anxieties, and worries. Try to carry a small journal with you so that when a craving hits, or you find yourself longing to vape, you can turn to your journal instead. Likewise, you may want to keep inspirational quotes and reminders in it to remind yourself why you're quitting and hopefully strengthen your resolve. Try meditation. Really, some people have found that meditation is extremely useful when it comes to quitting vaping. In fact, one study found that smokers reduced their smoking intake by 60% when they were given meditation training. You could see if meditation works for you, too, or you might even try mindfulness, which is a form of meditation. In many cases, you will find a healthier way to cope with anxieties and fears instead of vaping. Reach out to your support system. Whether you join a support group, talk to your doctor, or enlist the help of your friends, don't try to quit vaping on your own. We need people around us who will help us meet our goals by encouraging us and holding us accountable. Likewise, try to distance yourself from people who ridicule your efforts to quit or try to pressure you into continuing to vape. Interacting with people who do not respect your decisions will not only undermine your efforts, but may also indicate an unhealthy relationship. Things to consider. Aside from the fact that vaping is an expensive habit, it also is a dangerous one. For instance, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, reports that there has been an outbreak of a Valley, e-cigarette, or vaping product-associated lung injury, with nearly 3,000 cases reported as of February 2020.4. What they discovered is that patients who came to the hospital having difficulty breathing all had one thing in common: vaping. What's more, everyone with this mysterious illness, which can develop quickly, were vaping either nicotine, THC, marijuana, or CBD oil, or a combination of the 3.4 symptoms of a valley often include coughing, shortness of breath, fatigue, abdominal pain, and sometimes even fever. And even though vape pens were initially marketed to help people quit smoking, they may not be a safer alternative. They still expose you to several harmful substances, including nicotine. According to the American Lung Association, ALA, e-cigarettes not only contain huge amounts of nicotine, but also contain many toxic chemicals that can cause cancer as well as irreversible lung damage. Likewise, the ALA reports that some e-cigarettes have tested positive for formaldehyde as well as substances like acrolein that are found in weed killer, which can all cause health issues. In fact, formaldehyde can cause both lung disease and cardiovascular disease, while acrolein has been linked to COPD and acute lung injury. Keep in mind, when it comes to quitting vaping, it's important to be patient with yourself and remember that quitting is a process. There will be times when it's hard or you feel tempted. There may even be times when you give in to your craving and then have to start all over. The important thing is that you keep trying until you are successful. Sure, quitting will be hard and will sometimes test your resolve, but you can do it, and when you do, it will be so worth it in the end. Finally, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to receive the latest videos as soon as possible. Goodbye and see you in the next videos. I am Mr. Cognitive Quest.